What's up, Marvel Future Fighters? Trippy Cakes here, uh, back with a review for Tier 2 Rogue, and I know you guys have been waiting for this for a few days now. As I said, I did want to make sure that it was, you know, not to perfection, but to a point where I didn't just throw some BS together for you. With that being said, I do want to go ahead and say Rogue's stats at Tier 2 aren't super duper impressive, but the crazy thing about her, she does a lot of damage for only sitting on 11,000 attack. And she has some great stuff like she decreases her damage received by 17%, guaranteed dodge by 23%, and then increases all buffs by 10% and duration by 30%. And that is great for her fifth skill, but we'll get to that. Now she's got rapid barrage, your typical physical damage, 127% plus 1,067 physical damage. Really great numbers on that. It is one of the first skill, or it is actually the first skill that you'll get. And then she's got power absorption, where it removes the active buff from the target, and then you get a 30% increase of your physical attack, and then you do some energy damage, and then add additional energy damage, which is really great mixed. And that will get rid of Doctor Strange's invincibility. Now she does recover 6% of her max HP when she uses Drain Punch. So of course, if you're stacked with some recovery, I didn't go that route because I didn't feel that 6% was feasible enough in order to do that. And then she does decrease her debuff duration by 10%. So it's almost like she's built against those people that have that hard, heavy CC, which that's going to make her really, really great. Yes, this does only apply to herself, but it is still really good. And then she has Pile Driver. This is the one where she flies around the ring. She does a lot of really great damage. Rogue is what I had hoped for. It took a little bit getting used to her, but she did end up being really great. And then her fifth skill is it removes the active buff from the target. Again, another debuff remover or another buff remover. And then she gets 15% all attack and defense and all speed. And then she becomes immune to damage for 4 seconds. And I'm going to show you guys how to use that effectively. And she can use that as long as they are within a certain range, even if they're in the middle of an iframe, and I am going to show that. And then she does have her tier 2 passive, which is a 24%, or leadership, excuse me, a 24% chance to be immune to all attacks, which is just higher survivability. Now this real quick is just a quick co-op play. It really didn't last that long. This is a little bit sped up. But as you can see here, I did crank out 68% of the damage versus a Hellia and a tier 2 Moon Knight, which is really good. He only got 15% in. And I did want to show a little bit of timeline battle. So Dormammu comes back with full health. And as you see here, you want to use that immunity when he's in the middle of using a move. So that way, I'm blocking all of that damage, right? So then he gets that off. And then I use Drain Punch, recover a little bit of health. And then that second skill, I don't know what is wrong with it. I think it's on crack or something, but that bursts people down. So then I wanted to show versus Thanos. Yeah, he's got a little bit lower HP, but I do say it's fair enough to give it a try out. So here, you want to immediately start off with this to boost your attacks. Unfortunately, he was shielded for that. That probably would have killed him using that second star move. And then Drain Punch to regain health. And I did slow this footage down so you can kind of see what we're working with here. And of course, Thanos does some insane damage. So as he steps into his iframe, I use her fifth skill, and that's going to block all of those meteors on top of her dodging. And then I use that to stop his iframe, because when you use your iframe at the same time as the computer, then they basically stop theirs. So more specifically with Thanos. Now at this point, when you see somebody beefy like and Agent Venom or Wolverine, and you're that low of health, and you're, speed type, then it's not going to be a good thing. But overall, I will say Rogue is extremely impressive, and I do love her, and she was worth the tier 2. She is exactly what I hoped for. Anyway, this has been Trippy Cakes for a tier 2 review on Rogue. Thanks for watching. If this is your first time, like, subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter. And for all you guys that are still in this, or that are, have been subscribers, again, I do want to say thanks. That means a lot to me having you guys here. And that raffle is still at the end of the month. It's a no bars kind of thing, so anybody from this point on up until that raffle that does subscribe, you are going to be entered to win that gift card. And again, it is equivalent to that tier 2 basic package. Anyway, this has been Trippy Cakes for a Tier 2 review. I'm out.